Hey guys, my name is Justin and welcome to Hillsboro, where we care about the design behind designer luxury. I don't know why I did that. And if you do too, make sure to subscribe. So for today's video, I don't know, I think I mentioned like a few videos ago, I've been a little bit bored when it comes to like where fashion's going in terms of like the legacy houses. They're kind of boring me a little bit right now. So I've really been digging into like what some of the more like up and coming or less known brands. And I was looking at maybe some bags that were like a little different, like a little unique. These bags, I think, are the farthest from as basic as possible. And you know, we have a sliding scale. You know, everyone has different comfort levels. You know, let's embrace it. But yeah, I think my mind is haunted by a few of these. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. When I think of like a handbag, when I like draw a handbag, like when I was a kid, because yes, I drew handbags, I would always picture like, you know, like a little rectangle with like a shoulder strap and then a little flap, just a typical like a baguette bag. There's countless types of bags that have this kind of shape. And then in combination with that, I actually did a video about this type of bag over a year ago. I think it was called like distortion bags or something like that, but it's like bags that have like very interesting forms. I found another one. So the bag that I wanted to talk about is called the Fission bag by Rombaut. I'm assuming it's pronounced Rombaut, but you know, let me know if I'm wrong. But it basically is like a baguette bag, but then like the little corner on the bottom is like chopped off, so it like sits on its side. And on top of that, there's like a really interesting, like almost like it looks like a liquid metal type of like, not a logo, because I don't think it's a logo, but like a little metal thingy. The hardware. I lied. Apparently it is half the logo for some reason. I don't know why it's half. It is like a faux leather, so it is plastic, which is not like everyone's favorite, but I do think like it's a very accessible price point, has an interesting shape, and the fact that you can set the bag at an angle on the table I think is so interesting and could potentially be like a conversation piece. I love bags like the Acme, whatever that one is. And then Bottega Veneta, they did like a speed cassette, which is like a little like weird angular version of the cassette. And I find these kinds of bags so interesting. But I love this one because it is like, it's like the most simplified version. It's just the rectangle with the thing cut off. And I think something about that is so charming and so like tongue-in-cheek. There's something about it that like is very exciting. All right, the next bag I wanted to talk about is from Serre. But before I talk about that one, I wanted to talk about one bag that has existed long ago, and that is the Fendi Spy bag. I think it was in like one of my like vintage bag videos where I just talk about like vintage bags that were super popular and then they're like just not popular at all, which means that it's great because they're super affordable. And it's, as always, like if you buy vintage or like pre-owned or pre-loved or whatever, more power to you. It's the most sustainable way to do this kind of thing. That being said, if you're not into that kind of thing, the Serre embossed leather Futura bag I think is like the next best thing. It has that kind of really slouchy, awkward shape that the Fendi Spy has. And I, like honestly, it does feel like very parallel to the Fendi Spy, but it has that great mix of like different embossed leathers. You have like a faux crocodile emboss, the moon embossing, and then you have like a buffed leather, and then like kind of a pebbly leather. Getting all that texture but all in black is really so interesting. I love Serre and their goal to like be like more sustainable. If you're gonna buy something new, a brand that like does things in a way that feels more sustainable than these other brands that are maybe saying they're sustainable but then not really backing it up, I think that's kind of the way to go. It has that same kind of like Y2K ugly aesthetic, and if you're into that, this bag is for you. Okay, hold on. Alright, so this next bag I want to talk about is from Blumarine. There's a Balenciaga bag that has like a bunch of like pockets on the outside of it. I think it's called like the Super Busy or something, or like the Busy something. I think there's something about it being so rectangular with the rectangular pockets and everything being rectangular. I really love that. I do think it misses like a little bit of like softness, a little bit of like roundness, and I think this bag kind of fills in where that one just a teensy bit could miss the mark for some people. So the bag I wanted to talk about is the large cargo bag with pockets by Blumarine. I don't know what it is I'm loving, and I think like there's a video like a few weeks back where I was talking with someone in the comments about how much I love like the movement of like bigger bags. I don't know, it feels very like everything's circular, right? Like very Y2K. You used to carry like a huge bag. You like schlep around all this like your junk inside this enormously heavy bag, and it's coming back again, or at least it feels like it. I don't know if I like that because I don't like carrying heavy bags, even though I like a big bag. But what I like about this bag is it has that kind of like crescent shape, like hobo bag shape. So it has that softness, it has that roundness, but then it still has like the rectangular, like utilitarian pocket feel. So it's a little bit more of a blend of like purpose and a whimsy, softness and hardness. I think it's a really good balance, and I think it's a really interesting alternative that happens to be on sale on the website. So if you're into like that kind of like utilitarian, like I love pockets, this bag is for you. Alright, so this next bag I wanted to talk about is from Moschino. This is one bag that I actually was just fully flat out interested in, and I was like, are there any bags that have existed like this? And I think the closest thing I can think of is Gucci. I think it was like just a few years into Alessandro Michele's tenure, came out with like a little multi-bag, and it was like the Gucci monogram in a bag that was connected to another bag that was connected to another bag, and it was like a crossbody or something like that. That bag is super hard to find. I've looked for it. I think I saw one floating around somewhere on Vestaire, and it sold. But basically the bag I want to talk about is also kind of like a multi-bag, and it's the Nylon multi-bag by Moschino. So the idea behind this bag is like, it's a belt bag, and it has like a little like, it looks like to me like a canister you put makeup brushes in, but like shorter, like a little saddle bag and then a bowler bag, but then it's all connected like by one strap. So you have 3 different like pouches on a belt or a crossbody strap, however you want to wear it. They actually say you can wear it both ways. It's not fully my jam because it's like black and gold, and I'm more of like, just like lifting up my breasts. I'm more of like a silver person. But I think there's something about the idea of like having like 3 little mini bags or like 3 little mini pouches. It makes fun of the whole like utilitarian, that kind of like aesthetic that also has blown up in like streetwear a lot, of like, yeah, you're always prepared, you're ready to go hiking or whatever, but then this is just like, here's 3 of my little fun bags, I love them. Like having, I don't know why I did that voice. This bag is still very like fun and doesn't take itself too seriously, and that's why I like it a lot. And I think if you're looking for like something that is utilitarian but still feels a little silly, I think this one could work for you, especially because it seems like you could potentially separate the bags and wear them differently. And them being in nylon means that they're super versatile. I would love to see someone with this in like an amusement park or something. Like, how much more slay can you get than wearing like a luxury bag at a theme park? Like, iconic. On the topic of bags that are extremely unserious, I bring you to this last one. And let me know if you've heard of this one and if it like went viral or something in your circles. The Andersson Bell, I think it's called the Vaso bag. This bag is insane. It's ridiculous. It's the shape of like a vase, and then it has like zippers going all around it. I really want to see it in person. I don't think any of those zippers are functional. There's like a drawstring on top where you put your stuff in through there, and it is more like a drawstring bag with some sort of like cinching closure that you have, like you like put your stuff in. In a way, it's kind of like the most archaic kind of like design of a bag in a way, besides like, I know baskets existed too, but like having like a vase that you just carry around like you're like some freaking Greek goddess would be like so phenomenal. But in any case, it's like a little leather vase that you can like put your stuff in, and then you can, I don't know, carry around real fun. It has a strap, it has a handle, but I think the best way to carry it would literally just be like carrying it like a clutch, like you're carrying like almost like a baby or something. I don't know, there's something so funny about it. This is the one bag where I'm like, it's not crazy expensive. It's crazy expensive, but it's not like the worst. I could really picture myself like having this as like a statement bag when I like don't really need to carry much. So I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so those are the bags that have been on my mind, but let me know if you like any of them or if you have any of them. If you have the Vaso bag, please tell me how it works. I'm just very curious and I would love to know more. But in general, you know, let's have a little perspective, let's have some fun. If you like things a little bit more plain, that's also cool. That's also good. It's nice when people want more simple things, because then it makes the people who want weird things feel special. And make us feel like we stand out, because one of our greatest fears is blending into the crowd because maybe there's some like childhood trauma attached to not being noticed or something. I don't know. That is all I have for you today. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you like this kind of content and that you too care about the design behind designer luxury. Until next time. Oh yeah, I forgot I have this. I thought this was my phone. I was like, oh yeah, of course I would have my phone like in my chest cavity. Here's 3 of my little fun bags. I love them.